life. I will be back next year. Early as next year. The doctor already gave me the green light as that thing's lighting up. I got the green light early next year, February, God willing. I'm just enjoying life now. They told me, hey, you can come back December. I said, hell no, December? You got Christmas, you got it. Yeah, I'm good. Nope. I'll come back next year.
Abner, Canelo Kovalev, man. How does that
Canelo,
play?
I think, is doing a great thing, smart thing of moving up two-weight classes. Why? Because he is that smart. He's got the right people besides him to tell him that this is the time to do that. Maybe years behind, back, I would not see him beating the Kovalev, but now I do definitely see. I'm even going to tell you how he's going to be a body shot. He's going to drop him with the body shot. That's it, man. Put money on that.
Is it the experience that you say he's ready for now?
Canelo, yeah, the experience. He gained a lot from the Mayweather fight. He gained a lot from all these fights. I mean, look, I was one of the ones that talked trash about Canelo, because I was thinking, like, you got to fight this guy. But he's faced them all already. Good, bad times, and the worst times, but he's faced them all. He's gained that experience. He cannot take the experience away from him. And he is the pound for pound. He is the boxing. He is the face of boxing right now. And he is going to demolish Kovalev. He's going to make a name of himself. He's going to make history by becoming a light heavyweight champion. Come on, man. He's smart. Smart man right there. His team.
Does that mean you think a couple of years ago the fight would have gone different?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. A couple of years behind, I think Kovalev would have maybe even possibly knocked out a Canelo just because of the size, of the power. But now I think it's a perfect fight for Canelo.
What if Canelo entices Andre Ward and they make a fight happen at 75?
Canelo entices Andre Ward?
Yeah.
Listen. I don't see it because Andre Ward is such a clean person. He would not dirty himself and put himself in that position. So I'm not even going to comment on that. I respect the man. I respect the fighter. I'm a big fan. It just would have been a great fight.
I know you said you wouldn't, but I'm tripping. I'm like, what's he mean by that? He wouldn't put himself in that dirty position. You mean the judges or something?
Yeah. Uncomfortable. We've known. I'm sorry. Ward as a gentleman of the sport. So I don't see him, chasing the clout. That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not a clout chaser. He is the man that he is. He doesn't need Canelo. I feel like maybe, just for that, you'll need Ward, but I think Ward is doing a fantastic job. How he retired, what he's doing now. Again, I'm a big fan of Andre Ward.
Abner, you said Canelo's pound for pound. Do you think he's the best pound for pound fighter there is right now?
Yes. No, without no doubt. Canelo is the man right now.
Is that because of the resume and thing, or is it also the eye test? He's actually
the resume, the eye testing, the experience, the name, what he brings to the sport. I mean, if we go based on excitement, I mean, he is one of the top ones. But Deontay Wilder he's phenomenal. People have him as number one. I'm a big fan. Anthony Joshua, but people are going based on the weight class. Maybe because they're heavy, maybe they get the attention. But Canelo has done a little bit more. But I'm a big fan of all that. I'm a big fan of boxing, period. And it is a great time for boxing right now. Great time to be a fighter. Thank God I'm still in that circle. But at the same time, I'm doing the commentating, working for Inside PBC Boxing. So I'm just all around. I'm thrilled that I am part of boxing history.
And speaking of great Mexican fighters, man, Ruiz and Joshua, do you think Ruiz brings those titles back home?
No, listen, that's a tough one. People say that it was a fluke. It was a cheap shot. Not cheap shot, but it was
punch from the gods is the quote.
Punch from the gods. No better way you can put it. But I don't think it was. I think Andy Ruiz definitely has a power in his hands. Definitely, you can't take that fight away from him. Can he repeat history? Can we repeat that? It's going to be more difficult this time. It's not going to be as easy, but yes, he can.
Do you think the styles are favorable to him, though?
Yes. Yes. On Andy Ruiz's side, yes, no doubt. I think the one that needs more work and needs to really study this fight is Anthony Joshua, and I think he has been doing it. But it's going to be a more comfortable fight for Andy Ruiz and many reasons and different areas. Mindset. I think Anthony's going to have the punch.
How does Joshua prepare for those multiple punches combinations that Ruiz throws in the heavyweight division?
You can't. The only way is facing the guy again. How do you face your fear?
Yeah.
Go face your fear. So I think that he's smart in doing that. People can say like, he got hit. Does he go in and spar with someone heavy and test his chin and see if he's got it? No, he's got it. Listen, I'm not talking down on Andy Ruiz, but consider this. Andy Ruiz went down on a perfect chin shot. Joshua went down on a shot on the temple. What does that do? It takes everything away from you. Mind, body, everything. You ask Anthony Joshua what happened. He said, I don't remember anything. Meaning that shot took everything. He's got a great chin. He can take a punch. But, those punches are there. He got hit right in the temple. Can it happen again? Yes, maybe. Would it happen? I don't know. Maybe he'll put his hands up this time and make it a more difficult fight for Andy Ruiz. Let's not forget he was down before. So
Stay behind that long 1-2, being saying it's difficult.
difficult. Yes, it was, and that's what we thought in the first fight.
That's a 1-2. Andy's coming with 4, 5, and 6.
Exactly. That's what we thought in the first fight. Oh, you cannot get in that guard. He's too long of a distance. Great fighter, outside fighter, but hey, once he got in there, guess what he did? Damage. He put him down. So.
And
Last question.
Is it harder? At all. Boxing has been the heavyweight division. There's no doubt. I mean, the heavyweight is the heavyweight.
Because I hear people say, "Oh,
No, man. Whoever said that is probably not a boxing, nothing.
Thank you,
Probably
Abner.
watches tennis or something.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Thank you, bro.
Thanks, Abner.
Thank you.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking this icon right here and hit the bell button so you can get notified every time we upload a new video. And we also have a free app available on iTunes and Google Play, so make sure you go and download that. Bye Fight fans.